start off my list, I'm starting off with a game that started off the series, the original Legend of Zelda for the NES. Alright, I forget which one of these you press and which direction you push it in. Okay, there we go, boss time! The fourth dungeon boss, GLIAC the dragon. No, not that dragon, okay. Alright, boss time! GLIAC shows up in the game on 3 different occasions with +1 head each time, but the version I'm showing here is the first one. Some of the bosses in this game are super easy, but GLIAC, even with the limitations of the NES, is pretty fun and challenging. This fight is a perfect example of times where I overthink problems in Zelda. The first time I fought this guy, I assumed I had to use an item to beat him. Boomerang? No. Candle? No. Bomb? I'm pretty sure I missed, but still, no. Wow, I died. Huh. Maybe Fee has some good advice for me. Alright, Fee, give it to me straight. How do I beat GLIAC? Master, the batteries in your Wii remote are nearly depleted. Thanks, Fee. Thanks. Okay, that's good, everybody. Let's take 5. Hit the showers. We're done here. Can somebody go grab me some freaking batteries? GLIAC is way easier if you manage to get to him with full hearts because of the sword projectile move. But if you kinda suck, like me, you might still have some problems with him. Like this little bit. I call this move the accidental forward backseat. 500. Copyrighted. See, there's the forward, there's the accidental backseat, and the 500 is in there somewhere, I swear. Copyrighted. My favorite boss in Wind Waker is actually the very first boss. This game came out in 2003, which means I was about 13 years old at the time, give or take a yearish, I think. Math. Either way, I was just old enough to where I was starting to get pretty good at video games and just young enough that I still had that wonder and awe whenever a new game I wanted came out. Wind Waker still sticks out to me as one of the games I was the most excited for. I would sit at the computer with my terrible dial-up internet watching the trailer for it over and over and over and over, and then I would usually take a break about the 5th time, and then I would start watching it over and over and over, and I finally got my hands on it, and I really liked it. And the next thing I know, this thing pops out of lava. My 13-year-old mind was blown. The previously mentioned this thing is also occasionally known as Goma, a boss that's shown up in many different Zelda games, but never before has she looked this epic. She may not be the hardest boss in the world, but hey, she's the first boss. She's not supposed to be that hard. What she is really big and scary, and a bug, and scary, and you can swing over her head with a grappling hook. Yeah! And that is why I like bumblebees. Take care, everybody, and good day. Oh, Zelda 2 something something. Look how good I am at it. Now that is some serious good. Link's Shadow. The game doesn't really explain why you're fighting your own shadow, but some theorize that it was a final test by the King of Hyrule. In which case, the King of Hyrule is an This boss fight is not easy. It's not even that good, really. Or is it? It's kinda good. A pretty okay amount of good. Mostly, I just like the idea of it. Fighting yourself. Alright, it's time to go all out on this guy. Here we go. Screw it. Corner crouch mode engaged. Alright. Sometimes your most powerful resource is not your strength, but your mind. And cheating. Up next to whatever spot I decided to put this guy in is the bioelectric anemone barinade. That guy, Barinade, which almost sounds like Gatorade, but not really at all, is the boss found deep inside the great Jabu Jabu's belly, which is really disgusting if you think too hard about it, but you can kind of see why Jabu Jabu would be a little upset if he had the Barinade guy stuck up his wherever this is. While not the most epic boss fight in Ocarina of Time, it still stands out to me as one of the most fun. Using the boomerang against the Barinade guy? Fun. Doing flips to escape the Barinade guy? Fun. Watching Link get electrocuted by the Barinade guy? Really fun. Wait, did you see that? Ben! The Helmasaur King from A Link to the Past. He doesn't look like a king, but boy does he look like a Helmasaur. Get it? Get it? No, because that made no sense. The Helmasaur King is a great boss to me because you get to use two of the most fun weapons in the game. The hammer, boom, boom, I got your face. And the bow, boom, boom, I died in the corner. And that's only the beginning. There's so much else you could say about this guy, it's not even funny. I'm serious. I had a lot of material. I'm just not gonna tell you because you'll steal my ideas. Boom, boom, fireworks. I have a little song for you guys. I hope it's okay. It's from the heart. So here I go. Onyx is a really, really bad guy. And he's really tall. Spin your sword around and kick his spiky balls. Kick his balls for me one more time. You get it. Way past Christmas and I'm sitting here, still doing Zelda stuff. Oops. But I should probably get back to saving Din. And her shiny bracelet hoops. Seriously, those things are a little bit eccentric. When you win, the floor starts caving under. Like that Mario Party game. Then he's a dragon for some reason, and you must take your aim to hit his gems, and something, kill him. Thank you for not closing the video, everybody. I appreciate it. Merry late Christmas. I'm sorry. Bye! I'm always getting comments asking me to talk about the Zelda games for the DS. You may be pleased to know that I'm now talking about the Zelda games for the DS. Well, one of them anyway. The one where Link rides a choo-choo train. Despite this being a decently cutesy Zelda game, the next boss is one of the more disturbing bosses on this list so far. Skeldritch the Ancient Demon. If the fact that he's a freaking skull that towers over you and what appears to be a set of armless armored vertebrae isn't good enough for you, he's actually pretty unique as far as Zelda bosses go. Mostly due to the fact that the item you need to defeat him is very unique, the Sand Wand. And by unique, I mean really weird. But weird or not, it's pretty fun to use. Sand, I command thee, by the power of the very creatively named wand I'm holding, become Big Sand! Skeldritch, like so many Zelda bosses before him, would be impossible to beat if it weren't for the item you just obtained in the temple. It's very convenient, really. He shoots balls at you, which is also very convenient because you shoot him right back. But just be careful because he can knock you off the cliff. Oh no, I'm dead! Not really. The Spinny Top Thingy from Twilight Princess is a really cool idea for an item. It's just not very useful most of the time. Surfing on this sand here, surfing in a circle. I'm surfing in a circle, still surfing in a circle. But despite not being very useful at most points of the game, it is completely necessary and fun to use in the Arbiter's Grounds, as well as in the Arbiter's Grounds boss fight. Star-Lord the Twi'let Fossil. Oh no, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna get me? Is he gonna come over here and get me? Is he coming closer to me right now? Is he going to use his fangs to eat me? Or is he going to... Oh, I was thinking. You gotta use your... Ow. You gotta use your Spinny Top Thingy to spin around and slice up his spine. He's kind of similar to Skeldritch in some ways now that I think about it. I mean, literally, I'm just now thinking about it. This boss fight is pure entertainment. You kind of glide around through some enemies, or could I say, surf. Surfing high on this thing, but not really moving. Still surfing on this thing, still not really moving. Then after the first phase, you surf on the wall. And then you surf on his face, and he doesn't really like it very much. And now that that's over with, there's only one thing left to do. Surfing on the wall here, it's really, really fun. I'm surfing on the wall, and I'm surfing on the wall really good. Out of all the bosses I fought, Masked Mechanical Monster God is the one I feel like I fought the most. Even though that makes no sense, because despite replaying Majora's Mask quite often, he's not even the first boss in the game, so that means I would have had to have fought Odalwa at least as many times, if not more, unless maybe I went back and redid the God boss fight more often, which is possible in Majora's Mask, despite not being possible in most other Zelda games, but I think this is a run-on sentence at this point, so I'll go ahead and stop here. I like God because similar to Star-Lord, it's more like steering or riding something rather than the usual standing on 2 feet and fighting. It feels more like it's skill-based. Instead of calculating and reacting to what the boss is doing, you're on the offensive, and there's really no exact way to go about it. You just go. Oh, and watch out for stalactites.
Cause you had a bad day, you try to go by, you sing a sad song, but it goes in your eye.
Oh no, just look at all these skeletons, and this scary music. Something bad's gonna happen, I just know it. Oh, never mind, it's just the boss key. Ah, zombie bokoblins, oh no! And now, the #1 boss guy, the ancient automaton, Koloktos. A golden machine that's possessed with some kind of evil spirit. An evil spirit that doesn't like you very much. He starts off pretty intimidating, he throws axes, you jump around, you use your new item on him, pretty standard stuff, but then things get serious. He's got a sword! You idiot! We've all got swords! Oh. You remember how in Wind Waker you could pick up your enemy's weapons? That was cool. Well, sorta. You can do that in this fight also, the only difference is this time, it's freaking sweet. Cut off all his limbs with his own weapon and then beat the crap out of him. He also has the ability to summon the previously mentioned cursed bokoblins for some reason, which I find really funny because you can make this happen. Timber! When you kill him, there's this little girl laugh, which I'm not gonna lie, kinda creeps me out. And as if all that wasn't good enough, when he's dead, you can still use his swords. Heart container! Yay! Want to stay updated on future videos? Well then click that little subscribe button down there. Because that's what it's for. And on top of that, you can follow me on my Facebook and Twitter pages in the description below. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, why don't you click the like button? I mean, if you want to. I can't make you. You can do it if you want. Or if you're in the mood for some more videos, I got some more videos for you right here. You can click on them. 1, 2, 3, go. Bye!